Okay, so this is a short sequence based on Jivamukti's Magic 10. It's not quite 10, I think it's a Magic 9, this one, but we'll go for it anyway. So start in some kind of child's pose, forehead down towards the ground, just resting. You could have the knees together or you could have the knees apart. But it's a place where you can ground yourself a little bit and breathe. And feel that you can spread the breathing out, make it broader, wider, not necessarily deeper. And then just bring the arms out in front of you. Spread your fingers out nice and wide, tuck the toes at the back of the mat, push into downward facing dog. So because it's the first pose, make it quite an easy one. Bend the knees, lift the hips. And you're staying here for 10 breaths. Keep your grounding, take nice steady breaths in and out. And as you stay there, you might feel that you could lengthen the sides, you might straighten the legs out a little bit, and you might not. Just breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then just walk the feet all the way to the hands. Fold your body down. Separate the feet about hip distance apart, let the body hang. You can do what you like with the hands. You could bind your toes, you could press the floor with your fingers, you could hold your elbows. And just allowing the legs to get longer as you stay there. So not fixing in one place, feeling that it's a little bit fluid, that it evolves. And the breathing doesn't get lost. You keep it flowing in and out. Breathing in, breathing out. And then move the feet apart slightly more, bending your knees, come down into a squat. It doesn't matter whether you get the heels to the ground or you don't, but really work to lift the heart up. Nice and steady. It's just that rhythm, more than anything else, more than the poses that we do. Just that rhythm of breath in, breath out. That's what this practice is about. And put the bottom down on the ground. Bring the feet in about about, about close, so that you can press the soles of the feet down, but it's a little bit of a challenge to stay up. Really draw the lower back in, hook the knee with left thumb and twist around towards your right. Good. And it'd be nice if we could be a little lighter with the left hand and right. Try not to lean on your backhand. Try and find the muscles in your body that would lift you onto your sit bones. Pull your lower back in. Try and keep the big toes down. Try and keep the thighs together. Okay, then come back in around towards the middle. Change the hands. Go the other way. Twist around towards your left. Staying tall. Breathing gets a little compromised, so you have to work harder to get each breath in and each breath out. Okay, come back around towards the front. Stretch the legs out. Pick the right leg up, put it over the top of the left one. If it doesn't go over, you could just have it in. Bring it over if it works. Hook the knee with the opposite arm. Left arm, twist the body round towards your right. And if you're facing the left, that's okay. You can do the other side next time. But still want to ground the sit bones, still want to draw the lower back in. Still want to keep this straight leg active, so toes drawn in. Yeah, nice. Okay, turn back around towards the middle. Change the legs, one in, one out. Again, whatever variation works best for you. Keep both sets of hips down on the floor. Twist across towards your left. Come back in towards the middle. Separate the feet. Shoulder distance, hip distance apart. Hands behind you. Fingers probably pointing towards your backside, but they might need to turn out. Depends on your shoulders and wrists. Press down in your feet. Lift with your hips. Bring yourself so that you're as flat as you can be. Think about it as shoulders move away from knees and knees move away from shoulders. And it's a tricky 10 breaths. It's about knowing that the body will stay, or if it doesn't stay, you'll just need to come down, and that's okay. But trying to keep the mind on the breath, not on the difficult pose. And I'm trying to think of something else to say just to distract you a little bit. But I can't. Keep the big toes down. Try not to let the shoulders be your high point. Try and push the chest up through the shoulders. Nearly there. A couple more breaths. Okay, lower the bottom to the ground. Cross the legs up. Roll over onto hands and knees. Step back into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Lift the hips up. Breathe in and breathe out. And on your inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale and fold your body. And on the inhale, come all the way back up, ground your feet, raise your arms. And exhale, bring your hands back in. Take them around behind your back, bind your fingers in together. And keep the chest lifted. Press the hands down a little bit, keep the chest lifted. And then see how high you can bring the hands up without collapsing the chest. So when the chest starts to fold forwards, that's too far. I want to feel like we bring the arms up without having to bring the chest down. Good. Keep breathing. Just play with that. Good. Still stand nice and strong with your feet. You can feel muscles around your middle help you stabilize this. Okay, and then release the arms down, bring them up in the air instead. Bind the fingers in together, leave the first fingers pointed. And on your exhale, tip over towards your left hand side. Or right hand side. We'll come back into the middle, tip to the other side, whatever other side it is. Come back towards the middle, try and go with your breath. Exhale over to the one side. Inhale back into the middle, exhale to the other side. Inhale, come all the way back in towards the middle, bring the hands down and take the hands in behind the head, bind the fingers in together. Send the elbows out nice and wide, so you really broaden this part of you, the chest. And with the feet a little bit apart, on your inhale, you're going to lift the breastbone. Spread the chest out more. Stay there and exhale. Never should pinch in your back, so it needs to feel like it's opening your front, not pinching in the back. Inhale, lift the heart a little bit more. Exhale, stay there. You should be using your thighs quite a lot to support you. Inhale, maybe you can arch back a little bit more. And then exhale, bring the elbows towards each other and just round the head in. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, bring your elbows towards your tummy. Fold in deeper. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, elbows towards the knees. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale, fold all the way down that you can get. Hands still behind your head. That's it. Okay, and then bend the knees, sit the bottom, lift the chest, come into a fierce pose. Okay, keep the knees back so that you can see your tiptoes. Try and keep the elbows wide, try and keep the heart lifted. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then on your inhale, you can rise all the way back up. Bring your hands down by your sides. Bring the hands together. Namaste. And that's it. Feels like 9. I think it was 9. So I'd go into child's pose.
Okay.
Ooh, that could have been really like brought everything off there. We've changed our mind about having a Zoom studio. I think maybe just film from home.